Have you ever made an appointment to the doctor's office and then at the last minute you decided to cancel it? Maybe it's because you weren't feeling well, maybe you just weren't in the mood for a checkup. Hey, either way, I get it. Going to the doctor's office can be, I guess you could say intimidating, but if you're not seeing the doctor regularly, it could compromise your health, and that's something that we want to avoid. So, here are some tips for you to help you make your next doctor's appointment a little bit more enjoyable. Number one, you want to get to know your doctor as a person. They are human beings after all. And just because they've gone to school a little bit longer than everyone else doesn't mean that they don't have the same emotions and problems that we all do as well. So when you're meeting with your doctor, it's important to get comfortable with them and make that a two-way street when I say that. You could practice this by taking a few minutes at the beginning of an appointment to chat a little bit about why you're there and what kinds of things that are important to you when it comes to taking care of your health. Because the more trust and confidence the two of you have together, the better, especially as you age, because you'll both be more equipped on how to manage the challenges that you might face coming up. Next, tell the doctor exactly what you would like to accomplish. It might seem obvious, but it's easy to forget before coming in. So make sure to write those things down. If there's something that's specific that's bothering you, like a pain somewhere, certain symptom, maybe you're not getting enough sleep, make sure to let them know so they can figure out what's going on and the best way to treat it. It also helps them to know what kind of tests may be needed in order to prepare for an exam that you might have. So you can do a little bit of that on the front end by doing some research. Next, try and anticipate the questions that you might get. When you visit the doctor, they'll probably ask you some questions about your health. They'll want to know the symptoms you're experiencing, how often it's affecting you, when did this happen, how regular is the pain, for example. They also will want to know your family history and any other factors that could be affecting your health, because the more they know about your condition, the easier it is for them to answer any questions that you might have. If you've been keeping track of everything, including your lifestyle, please bring those notes. This will help them understand what's going on and develop the best possible treatment plan for you. But you should also do some research and understand what your treatments are for your condition. There's no better way to find out about the new treatments that are available for your condition than from your doctor or healthcare professional. But ask them if there's anything new coming down the pipeline. There's been so many great advances in medical technology, especially in the last 20 years, to developing treatments for some of these problems that many of us have. Treatments that were normal 20 years ago are now abnormal now because of these new opportunities. So that's why you want to kind of ask the doctor, what are you reading about in the medical literature? That's a question that I like to ask, for example. If you feel comfortable with it, you can also ask them if they'd be willing to do a little bit of research about something that might be affecting you specifically. Next, make sure to check resources offered by your doctor's office and from public libraries. A lot of times you get a lot of follow-up paperwork, and a lot of people just throw it in the trash or let it pile up on their desk or wherever they let things pile up. But oftentimes there's some really important information in there for you, and your doctor's office will offer a lot of free pamphlets or brochures. And this could be from drug companies about a certain drug, or it could just be educational information about the condition that you're facing. So don't waste that opportunity and make sure to read everything you can and try and learn as much as you can about the drugs that you might have and the potential side effects you may face. Next, you want to ask the doctor also about any potential risks involved with the treatment or procedure that you're planning to have. So I just mentioned side effects. Make sure asking them if there's problems that they may see with other patients. Some doctors will be able to discuss these risks in details, others may not. Either way, it's important that patients understand all the possible consequences before agreeing to anything. Finally, take your time when you're there. I know doctors are busy people. Oftentimes, the appointments are like 15 to 20 minutes because they're trying to see as many patients as they can to keep the business operating. But that doesn't mean they don't have that time for you, and it doesn't mean that you can't maximize that time together. So take advantage of this and try and explain exactly what has brought you in. If they ask you a question, please try and provide as much detail as you possibly can before they move on to the next one, so they can get a better, clear picture for you, because that's really important as they try and develop a plan that is appropriate for your situation. So when visiting a doctor, remember to be ready for that opportunity. Discuss the health issues that are affecting you. Make sure to keep a log, do your own research, and make sure to maximize that time together. Don't be afraid to get to know the doctor a little bit on a personal and professional level, because they are people as well. And make sure you leave with as much knowledge about what you have going on and the treatment plan that you are facing. This will definitely help pay off for you in the long run. Follow our page for more tips. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.